Hello all, welcome to my channel Journey with Sam. Today in this class we'll learn about list, how we make a list and how it is different from the vector. So what kind of objects we can include in the list, or otherwise what kind of data types we can include in the list. So right away, let's start now. So we create a list with FG and we will write the list function and we will write some kind of data types here. So suppose we write the apple, so which is an character data type, and we'll write some number and which is an integer, and we can write the logic, and finally we'll write one vector over here. And when you execute this, you can see the FG. When you want to open this one, you can see what kind of list of variables it is taking. So it's taking an apple. So this is telling you that this is a numeric one, and which is a logical data type, and 1 2 3 again it's a double. So when you have a complex data structure, or when you're writing your models, you write them in a list kind of to accumulate different type of data types in one list. Now we know that this is your list which is having the four kind of list we have defined here. So suppose now you want to take only the true value, which is logical one. So how do you define that in a list to find out? So suppose now I'll give this square bracket. When we give like 3 based on your positions, it will display the one. So see, you can get the true value. And no, I want to have only the character value. So now we will execute as a 1. So it's giving you the apple over here. So in this way, you can locate the positions of your the list what we have defined here. Now we will write one more list with the name. So here what we'll do, we'll list for each of the data type, we will write one kind of elements. So now we will give the ID is equal to apple. So now we will give this age equal to 42, and we will write them the score is equal to 1 2 3. So when to execute this, let's see how it has been defined here. So you can see the names are defined, the what you call the elements has been defined for each of the list over here. So now you want to take only the age. So how you define here? So now the aim, we give a dollar to define to get your age. So now the age element has been displayed as 42. So now I will give that instead of age, I need an ID. So once you execute this, you can see the apple. So in this way, you can see how you can locate based on the name elements. Now we'll see one more. So we have seen how we can create a list, but now I want to change the apple into a banana in the here. So let's change this one according to your positions. And now I'll change the element as a banana. When you execute this, if you see here, if the position 1, it has been made changed into a banana now. So in this way you can change. And now suppose you want to add some more elements here. Now what I will do in the name, what I do, I'll write an element called city, and we'll give that as Germany. And when you execute this, when you see here, you have added one more list here. Now in this name, maybe we can remove the score part which is not relevant here. So how do we do this? So now I'll rename this as a score, and I want to eliminate. So once you execute this, and when you check here, the element has been removed in the list. So in this way, you can do many things in the list. Now can we see what kind of elements are there in FG? So now I write like length function, not this, and I call this FG. So once you give here, we have defined a length 4 list has been defined over here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now can we see the structure of this list? So once you give, it has telling you that this is a character, this is a numeric, this is logic, and this is the numeric. So in this way, you can see many more things here. Now we have created an individual list here on a different kind of structures of data type. So can we create a list within list? So let's check what we can do. And like I will keep an all underscore the list, and we create a list now. So we give some name of the element here is equal to apple, and city is equal to Kashmir. And now I create one more list here. Okay, and we rename them as c is equal to 1, and we make another one more element here. And we give them that the country is equal to India. So once you execute this, you check how the list all looks like. So already we have the name, and we are creating a list within the list. So you can see the name here, Apple, City, Kashmir, and C1 country, India. So in this way, you can create a list within the list. So you have learned in this class how to create a list here, how you can locate the list, how you can name the list, and how to identify the elements in the list, and how do we edit, how do you add more list, how do you remove the list also, and how we can find the number of the list here. And you can also see the structure of the list type, and how do we create a list of within list. Now we have seen how lists can be created. So you can see the different type of like structures of data type can be kept in one list. But in a vector, you can keep either a character, either a numeric or a logical. So in that way, it is like a one kind of element type of data can be kept or can be assigned in a vector, but not in the list. So in the list, you can see various type of data can be kept over here or can be stored over here. So that is the difference between the list and the vector. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will bring in good topics in R and the Python shortly.